Hey everybody, welcome to Painter's Notebook. I'm Dennis Bird, I'm your host. On today's episode, we're going to talk about canvas versus panel for painting. And I do both. I've got an example of one of my studio paintings. All right, it's painted on canvas. All right, I primarily use primed linen, oil primed linen. I like the way it feels. It's a little bit more traditional material. Um, People have different preferences and different textures, but that's my preferred medium. But you can see this is a gallery wrap. Talked about that in a previous episode. Now, this is a studio painting. You could be Monet and take something this big out in the field. Monet certainly did, as did many of the other Impressionist painters. There are some challenges if you're going to take a big painting out. One of the big ones you can see, I don't know if you can see through here, but light will show through your canvas many times. And so as I'm painting and the sun's hitting the back, it'll show through and it'll be a little bit harder to see what I'm working on. So one way to minimize that would be to put some sort of board or foam core behind this, preventing the light from coming through. Um, that would solve that problem if you're wanting to work large. These are lighter, but they are pretty cumbersome to carry. They're big. Um, if you've been around plein air for a while, you're probably aware that many plein air painters like to paint small. This is a 9x12 wool prime linen on panel. All right. So these are nice because they're lightweight, they're small. I still get the feel of the oil, and because it's on a panel, nothing can show through, and so I don't have to worry about light coming through. So that's one of the advantages of this. I can pack several of these in something like this. All right, and it's not a Raymar endorsement, but I do love their products. These are great. They're super lightweight. Hopefully you can see inside, but it's corrugated plastic, so it's lightweight, but it's got several slots. Now I have some very nice wooden ones that I carry, but they're a little heavy if I'm hiking in somewhere. They do protect the works very well, but this does a great job of protecting these. It's very sturdy. You can see it's got little plastic rivets here on the side, and I can fit. I think it's 3 panels, but I kind of get 6 sometimes, and I'll double them up. So, and they just slide right in, and these are great because now my wet paint is contained in a box. I can carry it on my shoulder, or I can pack it in my bag. Either way, I don't have to worry about having my painting damaged or paint getting all over. So I hope you find this helpful if you're looking at getting into plein air and trying to figure out how to get started. This is one of the early challenges I think I ran into, because I just went in and took my stretch canvas in and tried to paint, and it can work, but it does make it a little more difficult, and you have to be prepared for some of the issues that can arise from that. So I prefer panels. I can do a lot of plein air paintings on panel, and I can store them. They're light and easy to kind of manage. So that's my recommendation. I hope you find this helpful. And if you find this podcast, or excuse me, this YouTube channel helpful, please be sure to subscribe. Follow me on YouTube. You can also visit my website, www.dennisbird.com. And I have completely forgotten the last several episodes. You can also follow me on Instagram at DennisBirdArt. You may also find my Facebook page at Dennis Bird Art as well. So be sure to check me out on social media and on my website. Until next time, take care.